Here's an interesting question in football that might feel it needs to be answered, might not. It depends how you stand on the subject. But in football, are fan channels a necessary evil, or are they a force for good in football? Let's face it, we're now in the world of social media. The old guard is kind of fading away. A system that's basically always focused on making money out of advertisements and sales. If you look at the news of the world, when major advertisers pulled out, the company went bust and stopped printing in a matter of hours. They did one last newspaper and it was Thanks for All the Fish. If you get the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference, you'll understand what I mean. But there's now a new form of media, new form of kind of journalism, where the average person, like me, like you, can now give their opinions, give their thoughts on a wide range of subjects, and this has kind of taken off in football. And this has created the fans channels, and there's a fair few of them. And here in Britain, the biggest one out there is Arsenal Fan TV. And in the last few weeks, if you follow this channel, if you follow football channels in general and people who like football, you will know that Arsenal Fans TV, yes, Arsenal Fan TV have kind of got a lot of exposure and a lot of press because Gary Neville, the former Man U player, took a swipe at them and Arsenal fans, because Arsenal fans are getting sick of Wenger. The club's been going backwards for the last 12 years, and this is the first season since Wenger started as manager where they could finish outside the top 5, and it's looking more and more and increasingly likely. So we're starting with Arsenal Fan TV, and it's presented by a guy called A Man Like Robbie. I don't know what his real name is, but he's called his main personal channel called A Man Like Robbie. And Arsenal Fan TV is doing Arsenal match previews and reactions, and they've got regulars on there, people like DT and Troops, and during these post-match interviews with fans, they can express their opinions, their displeasure, and other stuff. This is what I mean when I say this.
It was terrible, fam. I've gone past ranting. You understand? Today I was broken, blood. You understand? Today it fucking broke me, fam. I'm heartbroken, blood. I can't take this shit no more, fam. I cannot take it no more, blood. I seriously cannot take it, fam. What's going on with the lineup, for example, blood? Alexis, what's your excuse for not resting Alexis, blood?
They've got a right to express their opinions. They really do. And it does sound like it's becoming a very vocal part of the Arsenal fan base. They're very sick of what's happening. They're sick of the board. They're sick of the manager, and they're sick of what they consider substandard signings. It's a very integral way of voicing their opinion these days, because unless you're going to have a banner, which many people are going to ignore in football, because let's face it, it's a business, they kind of don't have a way to communicate to the masses, and that's a very important thing you need in football these days. But however, there are other channels, and some channels are riding the good, some channels are riding the bad. And when I say some people are riding the good, Chelsea's supporters TV are currently riding the good at this moment because Chelsea have basically won the Premier League. As a Leeds fan, the only thing that appeals to me about Chelsea TV is Sophie Rose. I'll admit it. I don't like Chelsea that much. I don't like Abramovich. I don't like this trying to spend money to win a league, even though, sadly, that's come about with Chelsea, with Man City, and possibly a few more clubs that are going to come up because they've got really big owners now. But this actually gives Chelsea fans an expression, an opinion. But I think from a majority of non-Chelsea fans, the main attraction for watching that channel is Sophie Rose. Their Valentine's Day video this year was brilliant, and I'll let you have a look at that now. It's actually quite an amazing thing that I've just looked on YouTube now, trying to find the video, and there's a lot more Chelsea fan channels than I actually thought. But again, it's giving fans a voice, it's giving them an opinion. And it seems to be something that's now trickling down through the leagues. Milton Keynes has their own, and Milton Keynes is, I'm sorry MK Don fans, is terrible. It's absolutely appalling. I know you've been around for 10 years maybe now, but it's an awful channel to watch. I've watched it, it's awful, I'm sorry. And I'll show you an example of this now.
What's the referee's name? Christopher Kavanagh. I hope you watch this now, son.
Josh Murphy, I hope you watch this, and I'll simply say it as this, mate. Len Goodman needs anyone for Strictly Come Dancing. I'll put your name down, son, after that penalty. Because what on earth? Why are we not doing it Stuart Pearce style, Euro 96? Run it, kick it, pick a spot, bang. Tell you what, get the X-Files out.
The Panama.
Where's the Dele Alli money gone? Where's the Brendan Galloway money gone?
But again, it's giving the Milton Keynes fans a voice. It's giving them a chance to express their opinions. And they have opinions, they want to express them. Obviously. Everybody does. But still, it's awful. I'm just going to say it. Again, it's awful. However, the question has to be asked though, is the fan channel a force for good or is it a force for evil in football? Personally, I like them. I've said this many times on this channel. YouTube is there to create dialogue, to create conversation. It's freedom of speech. And this is what they're giving people. That's what's giving the ordinary man a chance to express their opinion on subjects which you would never really get a chance to express your opinion on. It's giving people a voice. It's giving fans a voice. And you know what? Gary Neville and these pundits who have been in football for 20, 30 years can go on the radio, they can go on Sky TV, they can go on BT Sports, they can go on Match of the Day and say what they like. And they can disrespect fans because I think Gary Neville actually did disrespect Arsenal Fan TV or when he sprouted off. But all fair to him for actually meeting up with Arsenal Fan TV for this, to defend what he said. So yeah, I like them. For me, they're a force for good, and I hope they carry on. However, I can take the media's point of view on some of them can be a bit detrimental to football. I don't hold that opinion myself, but I can see where they're coming from. I think calling them an embarrassment is a massive joke. It really was. So, to answer the original premise of this video, I think Arsenal Fan TV and other football related channels are massively a force for good, because it gives the fans a voice. In a day when football is run as a business for rich billionaires, oil tycoons, and whatever Liverpool owners do, I think they own Gillette or something, I don't know. Someone will probably tell me what they do. And they're running these clubs to make money. Having a voice for fans is only a good thing, and long may this idea last. And that's my opinions on it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.